boys and girls, welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. I'm a psychic, guidance counselor, helper, sometimes a friend. Taking your questions on anything in this life, good, bad. The idea is to try and help, guide. I'm a full-time psychic, so if you did want a booking, then you can, anywhere in the world, 7 days a week. If indeed you want to share, that you feel somebody may need some help or guidance over the festive season and the year that people have had, then it should be on the screen. Taking your questions is my daughter Shay, so be polite, be kind, and let's see how we can assist.
You've got quite a lot of people joining us tonight, and they've already started asking quite a lot of questions.
Is that right? So what you're saying to me, in actual fact, start.
With all politeness, move it.
Shake a boom boom.
Yes.
Shake a boom boom, shake a boom boom. Shop's open, folks.
We're going to start off with YouTube tonight. We're going to start off with a question from Randa. Randa. They ask, "Hi Paul, I'm 16. I'm in the process of making my own online clothing brand. I have bought the machine I need. It's a matter of time. When they will be out, and I want to know how will that business go."
Okay, good for you. 16, and I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Great brand. It's going to do very well. The only trouble I've got is your patience. You might be too eager and not get a return quick enough. However, you must persevere because it's going to do wonders. Wonders, wonders, wonders. So carry on, sweetheart. Well done to you.
Our next question is from Jeanette, who says, "Hi Paul and Shay, it's been a while, I hope you're both doing well. May I know if I will reconcile with M, the Libra? Thank you."
There may be communication, is what I want to say, Jeanette. But my feeling is that lessons haven't been learned from the Libra side. So I don't know whether they've taken the disagreement to heart. But I think you will hear from the Libra. And depending on the tone of that conversation would decide whether there's a future. But at this stage it's looking a bit wobbly.
We're going to quickly switch over to Twitch. We've got a question from Jamie, who asks, "Hi there, not too sure if you'll answer this, but I've been to a doctor. He said I'm fine, but in reality I have a lot of cancer symptoms, and all he did was a blood test. Should I be worried, or should I just listen to him?"
You've got to listen to your doctor. You know, that's how they test. Okay? They test it through blood. Right? So, the trouble is, it's got nothing to do with cancer. Okay? What this has got to do with is depression that you're going through. And, you know, it's the pain and suffering from the past that's that you keep thinking it's cancer. And the cancer actually is your past troubles. So you've got to address that. Okay? You haven't got cancer, you've got cancerous memories. And that's the issue here.
Our next question is from Daria, who says, "Good evening, Paul and Shay. The guy N, who always acts smitten around me, mentioned to me that he was engaged. Is that true, or is that something he was trying to make me jealous of?
A horrible person. I'm smitten with you, but I'm engaged. Oh, he talks out of his bottom. Okay, he's not engaged. He's just trying to dissuade you. Okay, but he's a waste of time. He's too good looking, and he knows it.
Making these the last 3 on YouTube and moving on to Facebook. Kaduna asks, why did my dad say when he looked at his co-worker, her eyes turned green, sharp like a snake, and was looking at her, then he looked away and then everything was normal again?
Oh, okay. Why? You know why. Well, he knows why. There's seems to be evil in that person. Snake eyes. Okay. And unless you've witnessed evil in its true form, it can be quite a surprise. That to me is definitely some kind of hex, curse. The person may well be a witch. He's advised to stay clear of that person. It's evil.
Next question is from Kayanot, who says, "Hey there, I hope you guys are doing well. How does Chad feel about the unfinished conversation we had? We were both really tired after work, and it came down to me saying that I still have feelings for her. I know I'm going to see her this week."
That's it, Canaanite. Hi. You know, the trouble is you can't have a serious conversation when you're tired, or you've had a few drinks and then people think it's a great time to text. Being tired, okay, has nothing. It's not a train smash. Okay, you're both tired. It's just the end of a long day. I wouldn't bother with what the last bit of the conversation was, because if it was as bad as you think it was, then there wouldn't be a meeting this week. So you just put it down to tiredness, and if it comes up, just say you were too tired. Okay.
Last one on YouTube, then moving on to Instagram and Facebook. Coco asks, "Hi Paul and Shay, my knee has been hurting very badly and I couldn't work out. Do I need to get surgery for my knee?"
Feel your knee, Coco. Hi. No, you don't need surgery. You need rest. About 3 weeks, and it should come back together. I think maybe you've been pushing yourself a little bit too hard, and it's a strain. Okay? No surgery required.
Okay, switching over to Instagram, our next question is from Rio, who says, "I had a psychologist appointment last week for custody of my baby. I found the appointment went horribly. Could I be wrong? She also wants to make a recommendation for the December holidays for my baby."
What's the question?
I had a psychologist appointment last week for custody of my baby. I found out the appointment went terrible. Could I be wrong?
You could be wrong. You could be wrong. The thing is, with psychologists, psychiatrists, you don't know what they're thinking, because they've got that poker face. If there's recommendation, it's because of the child, okay? I think the doctor takes into account that you're very nervous in the consultation, so you might well not be acting yourself because it's such a critical meeting. But you'll calm down for the next session. I don't think you were. I think you were nervous. I don't think you did things wrong. Okay.
Okay, doing the first few Facebook questions. Pari Singh asks, "Hi Paul, can you please do a reading for my PhD? I'm facing a hardship this time."
Yeah, it's a money thing, right? You may have to have a break, a gap year, if it's come down to finances, and that's okay. All right, it just takes a bit longer, but you're still going to get your degree. But it just might take a little bit longer. And there's no shame in that, okay? There's no hurry to get it, as long as you get it. So it's okay to take a gap. That's my feeling, and I've got finances as being an issue, sadly.
Next question from Krista May, who asks, "Good day, is Nate having continuous back issues because of his bed? Thank you, I just don't like him in pain."
Who?
Nate.
Nate. He's got back issues because of the... No, it's not because of the bed. I think it's what you do in bed, Krista. That's what I think. I think he might have put on a bit of weight. The minute you put on a bit of weight around the tummy area, it has strain on your back. I don't see this as being the bed. I see it as him injuring his back some way. But it will correct. I don't believe it's the bed. I think he's pulled something.
So our next question is from Freak Smith on Instagram, who asks something that's a bit sensitive, I'll say.
Sensitive? Oh, let me just do this thing.
They ask, "So I asked my dad for a condom to practice, because practice makes perfect. He gave me one with an awkward smile. I wonder what he thought of the situation."
Well, it is awkward because they were his condoms. He wanted to use them. Ha! It is awkward, no doubt about it. But there's a sense of pride and responsibility associated with you. So he thinks you are very responsible and you're growing up so fast. That's a big thing for a dad. My sex education consisted of my mother saying to me at the same age, "Is there anything you need to know?" I said no. Didn't know anything. And that was it. That was my sex education. The rest was trial and error. And I'm still learning. You're very responsible. It's an awkward situation talking about sex, but you're growing up, and that's just wonderful. And I'm glad you're wearing or thinking about wearing condoms. Well done, sunshine.
Okay guys, we're very backed up at the moment, so please refrain from asking questions. We'll get to you when we can. Please just be a bit patient. So our next question is from Kay, who says, "Hi Paul and Shay, I hope all is well with both of you. Will my person of interest leave her marriage and get together with me?"
Out of the pan into the fire. It's a bit rushed. They will though. But Kay, you've got to be patient, sweetheart. You know, somebody that's in a marriage just jumps out of the marriage into another relationship. It's quite tough. So you be patient. But the person of interest, I think you're going to get your wish.
Our next question is from Emma, who says, "Hi, I hope you guys are well. Will N be in touch before Christmas?"
Christmas. Yeah, I think so. Christmas week.
Quickly switching over to Instagram, we've got a question from Brianna, who says, "Hi Paul, I hope you're well. May I have a message please? Anything would be greatly appreciated."
Hi, what's her name?
Brianna.
Brianna. Stop being sad, please. Stop being sad, please. Stop being sad, please. 3 times, 3 cards. All saying that you're looking for a little bit of sadness. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Look for happiness. Smallest things. Okay?
Next question from Kristen. He says, "Hi Paul and Shay, what do you see with work? Thank you."
You're going to stay there. Okay? I know it's probably a bit pressured and you're a bit undecided, but I want you to stay there. It's going to pick up. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of promotion for you in the next few months. So hang in there, even if there is a bit of an atmosphere. Okay.
Next question is from Lindy, who says, "Good evening, Paul and Shay. I feel absolutely overwhelmed at the moment. Career-wise, no one's 2020 has been ideal. Will things improve, or am I fighting a losing battle?"
Things will improve over the next 2 months, which gives me till February. No, you've got to continue fighting. You've got to. Absolutely. Do not give up. It's just in a bit of a dip. Okay, but things will pick up for you. In actual fact, it's the next 6 weeks you're going to see a little bit of an improvement. Okay, but February is looking good for me. For you.
Our next question is from Sarah, who says, "Good morning, I'm new here. Should I start working on Fridays?"
Hi Sarah, welcome. Yes, you should. Yes. Work. Please. Do it. Do it. Need the money, baby. Even for the rainy day. Okay? Or the shoes that you like clothes you really do. Yeah, you need to work on Friday for your fashion situation.
Our next question is from Afari, who says, "Hello Paul, I'd like to ask if my meeting with my manager on Sunday will go well. Thank you so much."
On Sunday? Yeah, I think the meeting, there's a couple of perhaps new ideas or new rules, but it's going to go well. You're a nice guy. Okay, know that. Be friendly and polite, and don't moan at that meeting. The tendency is to go, yeah, and to spill your guts. Don't do that. Okay, be as professional as possible.
Our next question is from Abel, who says, "Hi Paul and Shay, blessings. My question is, did I completely cleanse my brother Hugo's semi-truck, or does it need more cleansers, and if so, how many more?"
Oh, hi Abel. You've got to do it again, sunshine. You've got to do it again. Okay, so it's only 2 required, Abel. Alright, so if you're up to it, if the weather's good. And you might want to consider putting in a gemstone. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, let him hang from the rearview mirror.
The next question is from Jackman on Instagram, who says, "What can I expect from school? I do not go to school for study, let's put it that way."
What do you go for? The girls. Well, you don't go to study. Just go for the sandwiches. What's wrong with you? Plenty of time for girls. You're going to fail. Then what you going to do? So you need to pull up your socks. Okay, it's not a nightclub. You're not going there to fill your little black book with girls' numbers. Okay? You're privileged to be at school. Do you know that? What you going to be when you grow up? A gigolo? Start studying. Start being serious about your future.
Next question is from Princess, who asks, "Can you sense how Nicholas is feeling about me after reading my Snapchat messages?"
After reading your Snapchat messages. That's alright. It's alright. You're a bit crazy sometimes, Princess. You know that, don't you? And perhaps a little bit, I want to say, too many selfies, with the puckered lips and like you. Okay, so ease up on that. But you haven't done any damage, but it looks like you're coming across a little bit vain. Just a little bit. So text, "Hello, how are you?"
Quickly switching over to your Facebook group, Whitney asks, "Will my luck change for the better? Everything is falling apart around me. I just need some good news to keep me going."
Hi Whitney. I understand and I feel you. Okay. Yeah, it will clear up. It's been going on for too long. In fact, since September it's been rubbish for you. Okay, yeah, here's the thing. It's going to pick up into January, and I'm going to be specific. First 10 days of January is going to be, but it picks up. Okay, so say goodbye to this year and to all the heartache and bad luck. And next year it's going to pick up halfway through January.
Okay, not even halfway done with our other Facebook questions, so let's get it going. Bridget asks, "Is there craft being done on me?"
Could be, Bridget. There could well be. Because I'm getting head and confusion. So I think it's somebody that may have had a relationship with you. Okay? That's the feeling I'm getting. So whether it's your partner or your ex's girlfriend or something along those lines, the answer is yes, because I'm a lot ahead. So get to church, please.
Next question from Jackie V. "Hi Paul and Shay, do you see my mum getting better? She's not talking or eating."
Oh, okay, Jackie. She's got to eat. She's got to eat. I don't know if you're in control of food, but she needs soup. If you don't feel like eating soup, that always works. She's given up, quite frankly, and she's kind of starving herself. Soup. That's what I want to say. It's still a chance, but she's got to change her attitude, and you've got to bribe her. You know, what about the grandkids or potential grandkids? What about? Do you know what I mean? Encourage her. Don't fight her. Encourage her.
Next question is from Yoheli. Hello, Paul and Shay. My cousin sold my mother's house back in her country. Did my cousin profit from the sale?
Oh yeah, definitely. Good 10%.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, next question is from Praveen, who asks, hello, will I get the job I interviewed today for within Christmas? I did the first round today.
Good for you. Praveen. You did well, eh? You did well. I think there's too much competition, Praveen. But you know, you did very, very well. If you hear back in a week, then that's an excellent sign. If you don't, then don't put all your eggs on or all your hopes in that interview. But well done, you did very well.
Next question from Simone, who says, hi, how are you guys doing? So I met this guy over the weekend. I just want to know if he's worth getting to know.
No. I'm sorry, that's the simple answer. I think he's not the same person you met over the weekend. So I don't know whether a few drinks were involved, but he's quite a troublemaker actually. He's quite difficult. I wouldn't, but you will, just to see if I'm right, but don't fall for it. It's trouble.
Next question is from Rumbi, who says, hello Paul, how are you doing? I just want to know how my love life is going. I'm just stressed and going through a lot. I hope to hear from you.
Yeah, a lot of people are stressed and troubled. I think that's what you're bringing to any kind of love situation, is stress and trouble. That's what you're doing, and that's not the ideal situation with you. Okay, you know, in order to attract love or be loving, you've got to at least try. And that's the issue you've got to address. Okay, who wants to go to bed with somebody miserable? Right? Who wants to go to dinner with somebody miserable? And you need to reflect on that before you can talk about love life. Okay, look at yourself before you look at anybody else.
Our next question is from Barbara, who says, hi, did my cousin Armando make the right choice by going back to Marie?
Did he make the right choice? Well, yeah, I think he did. But I also think it's none of your business, quite frankly. It's his heart and his relationship. So I have to ask you to pull back. It's really got nothing to do with you in that regard. And love between them is their love. Okay.
And the next question is from Annika, who asks, hi, will my cousin Hilda's marriage last?
What's these nosy people? Why are you all nosy with your cousins and thingies? I don't see why you've got to know. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing to do with you. That's what I'm saying. You know, other people's marriages, it's got nothing to do with you. Innit?
And the last question on Facebook, finally we're all caught up, is from Lovely, who says, hi Paul and Shay, I hope you've both been doing great.
Is it a question about herself or some cousin?
No, it's about herself.
Oh, great.
I've been dating Cleophas for a little over a month now.
Cleophas?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
He tells me not to get too attached, and then he says he won't ever leave me. Is he serious about making a life with me? Because I know he left young children in Mexico.
Oh, he's a player. He's a player. Okay, I can't take him seriously. And the thing is, I think you already have feelings for him. And that's the danger. He's a player. And anybody that talks like that, don't get too attached to me, is so vain. I want to slap him. I want to slap him. So you slap him for me. I think he's a macho big head. And how dare he leave kids? What kind of man's that? Huh? He can leave little kids. He'll leave you at the drop of a hat or a drop of a sombrero. Get rid of him.
Okay, our next question is from Greg on Instagram. He says, so a lot of guys seem to try and bring me down. I don't have many guy friends, only a few, and it's mainly female friends. Do most guys treat me this way because they think I'm rude? I don't think I am. I just try to be nice, but the dudes don't fit in with me.
No, it's nothing to do, Greg, it's nothing to do with being rude. They're jealous of you. And they're jealous because you've got female girlfriends. It's just a double whammy there. You've got lady friends, right? And that's what's making them jealous. Okay? If you want to talk to guys, you've got to try and find out what their interests are. So, if a guy likes soccer, you've got to start talking soccer. Or a guy likes fighting, you've got to talk about that. You've got to find a common interest. Okay, it doesn't just happen. Okay, if a guy likes laughing, you know, you've got to encourage that. But it's jealousy, because you get on with girls. Most guys can't talk, communicate the way you are. So it's a jealousy thing. Find a common interest and then talk about that.
Back to YouTube questions. Sweet Pie asks, hi Paul and Shay, how are you? I'd like to know, is he serious about that marriage hint that he gave to me? Thank you.
Yeah, he is. Sweetness, yeah. For some reason, was he drunk when he said it? Was he? Well, you have a few drinks. But I do believe it's the truth. I do believe he's thinking of you as a wife. So.
Next question is from Divine Flame, who says, hello Paul and Shay, blessings and love to you both. What do you see for my current relationship? Thank you for your time and energy.
Hi Divine, hi. Thank you for that. Alright, it's been a bit a bit flat is what I want to say, the past month. Okay, hang in there, because I think it's symptomatic of the year that a lot of people have had. All right, hang in there. Okay, I think that it's gonna get better than it is and more intense. So I'm blaming the year and perhaps outside pressures. But it's going to intensify.
Our next question is from Roz Hunter, who asks, by 2021, will my business reach a total of $100,000 in sales? It sounds impossible for me right now.
Hi Ross. That's a target. Who set the target? You. Sounds good. $100,000. It sounds good, but I think you have set the bench. That benchmark is high. Okay? I think that you've scared yourself off with that ridiculously high figure. That's what I think you've done. And you need to lower your target. Because at this rate, 100,000 is like, you'll never grab it. So you've got to, 2021 is 3 weeks away, isn't it? 4 weeks away. So it's not going to happen by the beginning of the year. So therefore, you divide 100,000 by 12. Right, then it seems to be more doable. What, 9,000 a month? Can you do 9,000 a month? Isn't that more acceptable? If you can get your head around monthly and weekly sales, you've got to do $2,000 a week, right? $2,000 a week divided by 7, if you work in 7 days, what's that? $400 a day. Something like that. Now you do that, can you have $400 days? Wake up, Sharon.
Yeah. Next question from Desi, who says, hello, will I find love anytime soon?
I hope so, Desi. Because it's a sad time of year for the singles. But it's also a good time of the year for singles because they don't have to buy Christmas presents. In it. Do you believe in love, Desi? Because I'm not convinced that you believe it, you can have it. And I think you can. Because the sadness is not your best look, is what I want to say. It's not your best look. However, the next 6 weeks, that is going to change. Having said that, that must give you a boost. Because you are capable of finding love, Desi. Okay, but you've got to cheer up. You've got to and try a little bit harder. Yes, okay. Don't let Christmas drag you down, baby.
Next question is from Jake, who says, I'm a bit worried about my brother. He's 20, hasn't got a job, doesn't know the real world, plays Call of Duty all day. What do you think he will do for his career, or will he be homeless?
Well, this PlayStation, Xbox story people think that that's work. They spend ridiculous hours on it. Whoever in charge of the house, I don't know if it's you or dad or mum, have got to step in. They've got to step in and put pressure. And I've got a feeling it's mum that has to do that. He's got no reason to work. No reason whatsoever. Because he's got his PlayStation, he's got electricity, roof over his head, he's getting fed. Why must he bother? It's all cushy, isn't it? Unless somebody puts pressure on him, he is going to end up in a bad situation, sadly.
Last one on YouTube is from Kapil, who asks, is there any celebration between me and Sunan?
Any celebration? It's a curious question. Not for a while. Not for a while. So if you're thinking of children, if that's what I'm getting, it's not for a while, but it will be next year. That's the feeling I've got. So hang in there.
Next question is from Martinette, who says, good evening guys, will my legal battle come to an end? Thank you.
Martinette. Bit of work to do there, sweetie. Yeah, it will come to an end. It will come to an end within the next 3 months. It will come to an end. So it's worth the fight.
And then it seems to be the last question is from Clarissa, who asks, how are my finances going to be in the near future? I'm still waiting on an answer if I won my disability case. It's been especially rough since the surgery.
Okay, they take their time, Clarissa, in these claims. So you're in for a little wait, but not as long as you think. I think there's going to be notification early January, but they are going to pay you out. Okay? Patience. I know people that have waited years for road accident fund claims. I know a special friend of mine was sued for sexual harassment, and it took years for that payment to be made. Absolute years. Okay, but sweetheart, hang in there, it's gonna come. Okay, you were definitely affected and you definitely have a claim. Okay.
Right, last question on YouTube from Mike, who said, I saw a vision of God while I was praying. I was praying intense tongues. He was coming close with a lot of light, and then I saw a shadow of his face. I opened my eyes because I got scared. What was that? I've had a lot of experiences with God. This isn't the first time, but this has been the best experience.
The shadow, Mike, is your doubt. That's your doubt and your fear. That you can't look at God when you see Him. The love and the light is too brilliant. Okay, you can't have thickest sunglasses. It's absolutely unreal, that exhilaration and that what he emanates. So for that privilege, Mike, of being visited by the Almighty is a beautiful experience, okay? And not many people have it. But the shadow is you, because God has no shadows, baby. All right, you do though, because we're human. Okay, stop doubting, and you tell him, I'm sorry. Sorry I doubted you. I was a little bit scared. And you go, all right, son. I understand. I won't be so heavy. I'll send an angel next time. Keep up the prayers, Mike.
All caught up with 14 minutes left.
Okay. I've discovered something, Shane. Mm-hmm. All right. You know, a lot of people at this time of year, they get upset and they get lonely and sad. I've done lots of research on this, and I've discovered why. Do you want to hear my theory?
Yes.
Okay. So my theory is, right, it's a song. And it's the Little Drummer Boy song. Now, everywhere you go, you're hearing Christmas carols. And somebody wrote the song, Come, They Told Me, Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. And the guy said, that's good. So the guy that was writing it said, Rum-pa-pum-pum. Rum-pa-pum-pum. Okay, so every shop or mall you go to, you hear that song. Come, they told me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. That is why everyone's upset, because of that song.
It's either that or the Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas is You.
No, let's put on our little ad with the sayings.
Sure.
Thank you. Questions?
No, we are all caught up, it seems.
Okay, well, that's good. Early night.
We got 10 minutes left, so just about the same. Just about the same every night.
Okay. Well, folks, if you did want an appointment, you can call me on the WhatsApp line. I want to tell a story.
About a woman I know.
About a woman I know. If there's anybody left or all gone to bed.
We do have one more question from Navra, who says, hello Paul and Shay, I hope you're both doing well. I'm moving on Christmas Eve to a different country. I'm nervous and excited. How will everything go?
Well, it's going to be new, isn't it? new adventures, a new way of life. It's going to be fine. There is a lot of sadness. You might be homesick for the way things are where you currently are. So you might be homesick for a while, but you will acclimatize. It takes a good few months to get into the system. But hang in there, it gets better. Okay, so bit of homesickness, but you'll be fine.
Okay, now you can tell your story.
Tell your story. So this is a true story, South America. I'm not going to tell you the country because I've forgotten. So this daughter had to go to another town, and she had to get a lift from a couple of young lads who were also going to the next town. And so the car was pretty full, so the daughter got into the passenger seat, and the young lads were full of enthusiasm. But the mum just said something out of the blue. She said, okay, drive carefully. God be with you. So the young lad, the driver, trying to be funny, he said, there's no room for God in this car. You'll have to get into the boot or the trunk. Trying to think he was funny. So they left. The car, we later found out, was involved in a horrific accident. We believe it was a head-on with a truck. Everybody was killed in the car. In fact, they couldn't even recognize what make or model the car was, because it was completely flattened. Terrible, horrific accident. Except the boot or the trunk. And they couldn't believe how it happened. They went around to the back, and the trunk of the car, not a scratch. Makes you think, doesn't it? So I'll leave you with that before I say, have a lovely week, and we'll see you next Monday. Thank you, Shay.